Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. I've been tinkering on a number of things. The electric boat stand is now done, and I will show you in a later video the secret built-in function that it does. It's not a big deal. It's just like, oh, cool, it fits. I have been thinking about a canard. I can hardly stop thinking about it. And I've been thinking about a steerable ski. Now, let's take a regular rigger. This is what's left of the Depot Jet. It was disassembled, and because of the way it was built, the tub had to be destructively disassembled. But tubs are easy to replace. So I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, well, I can modify a sponson to work in this configuration with these booms. And in fact, where the CG is, that's where I want my turn fin. I might be able to fudge something with the turn fin, maybe just hold it in with one bolt or something like that. And so I might be able to easily put the turn fin where I want. And quite frankly, when you look at something like this, how big is the rudder compared to the boat? How much does the rudder turn compared to the boat? The answer to both those questions is not a whole lot. I mean, the rudder's pretty small in comparison to the ride surfaces and the overall size of the boat. And it only deflects a little bit. I mean, in an outrigger, they corner like stink. You don't need, 45 degrees of rudder. That'll spin it out. So you're not going to do this, the turns those submerged drive eco boats do, where they're going this way and then they're going that way. No, you're going to make a nice sweeping high-speed turn. Which gets me to thinking about the articulated front ski. And the more I look at it, the more the possibility appeals to me. And I think I have an idea what's going on. For the maximum turning angle of dangle on your ski, it's going to have an angle of attack in a neutral, a forward direction neutral steering. The rotation has to be a mirror image of that. So as this angle goes up, this angle should go up. Because that way, just from eyeballing it, it looks like if I were a skier and I was on that ski right there, a slalom ski, I'd be leaning way into that ski and it'd be throwing up a big sheet of water like this. You've seen that photo. You know what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm thinking this might very well do. One of the problems I could face is rough water. If this thing's bouncing in and out of the water, when it's out of the water, it's doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I may want to put a little more weight on it. So we will have to see. And structurally, I think I got it nailed right here. This carbon tube will somehow affix to the tub, and this carbon tube will support the leg. I'll have to have some collars here to prevent it from moving this way, and I'll have to have some structure on a ski. And I'm still thinking of cutting it like a slalom ski with a fin on it. I actually think a slalom ski on the front of, basically, it's going to be a ground effect vehicle. So you'll have a ground effect vehicle that just doesn't quite have enough ground effect to get it out of the water, so the tip floats, the sponsons, will ride in the water, and it'll have this one little ski up there. And that'll turn this little ground effect airplane. So for the plan is I'll redesign this here. I mean, I've been drawing sketches and thinking and sketches and thinking and such. And so, see, I'm tracing over the old drawing here for this guy. So I'm tracing over it and going, well, the blue thing, here's the motor. So maybe I make a canopy bubble to hide the motor. And I'm going to do a wing over the boom tubes. You know, it's just going to be an upper skin and a lower skin, and that'll be a wing over the boom tubes, and, you know, or between the sponsons and the tub, there'll be a wing, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to use this same straight drive just because it's quick and dirty. I'm going to set the prop. I'm going to set the middle of the prop, essentially the center right here at that distance, that center right there. I'm going to set that level with the bottom of the sponsons, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to make a little airplane with an articulated ski. And if that doesn't work, I throw that tub away and make a different tub. That is the benefit of Depron. It's good for prototyping. It's not good for anything that you want to keep. It's just good for proof of concept. Like, will this in fact work? Who knows? I don't think it's ever been tried. Full size or RC. There you go, boys and girls. Until next time, jet out.